Hey there, Internet. How's it going? Welcome to another episode of the John Graves Show. I really have a fondness for World Trigger. I'm not saying that because I think that the show it does kind of jump a little bit too much upon the explaining factor, but honestly, it does things which normally you wouldn't see in other animes. I mean, in this episode, you know, we go from Jin just destroying everybody to pretty much calling out like most of the major military powers upon, look, the only reason you're over there attacking me is because you have this crazy power fantasy of saying like, okay, I want to go ahead and take all of these and blah blah blah. And he just gave up his Fujin and said, look, just make him a member, because really, you know, you're kind of just being dicks right now. So yeah, just take my fucking Fujin. So pretty much he gives up his Fujin, but at the same time, he's not an S rank anymore. Meaning that he can take part in the annual tournaments and fight everybody and, you know, shit like that. And that is something that Evil Jin, he necessarily likes. He wants to fight him, you know, stuff like that. But honestly, it goes on from that to... It paints an interesting picture, because this is honestly the first time we actually really get some insight upon somebody else whose family was actually destroyed by neighbors, and honestly, Mikawa was like, yeah, man, you don't understand, and pretty much when it's broken to him that Jin's parents were I think his mother was killed by neighbors. And he doesn't have the same kinds of problems as you do. He understands that sure thing, she may have been hit by the bullet, but honestly, not everybody who pretty much carries the same type of thing isn't necessarily like killing that. I mean, like, he wasn't the one who killed his parents. I mean, like his mother, and it's not something, or at least, or at the very least, it's not fair to take it off. To take it out on him. Somebody that he has talked to, seen, and pretty much conversated with. So it's kind of a thing of like, come on, man, you gotta stop that. And really, again, that kind of boils back into the whole hypocritical nature of it, of saying like, look, if that's the case, then don't use the neighbor weapons. But that's like another argument for another day. I didn't necessarily like, I love this episode. I did pretty much, the ending itself was a bit problematic of them saying like, okay, Jin has to give up his Fujin, but it was a necessary thing for him to do, even showing him coming to terms of saying like, you know what, I'm fine without it. It's perfect. It's perfectly fine. I can get rid of it. I can probably get it back sometime in the future. But that is what I got to say about that. What do you guys think about it? Tell me in the comment section. I'll catch you guys on the next John Graves Show. So please keep watching anime, keep playing video games. I'm out.